the thing that happens most often at the grocery store when I'm there with my 10-month-old son is that a woman or a man, but most likely a woman, will look at me and say, "It just goes by so fast, doesn't it?" And I just want to scream, no, it doesn't. Like, these last, well, the first 4 months in particular were the slowest of my life. So here's the deal. I recognize that, in retrospect, it must really feel like children grow up fast. I get it. I think most cliches are cliches because they're really common experiences. At the same time, there, I think, is a much more varied reality that people experience as parents that doesn't get talked about. And I'm sad about that. In the moms groups that I've attended, it tends to be about 90% your baby's so cute, what kind of teething gel do you use, how do you like those cloth diapers, and maybe 10% of talking around the edges of like, oh, the sleep is a problem, or this is a problem. But it feels like everyone's trying to prove to everyone else how much they love motherhood, and what a great kid they have, and what a nice lady they are. And my hunch is that these things don't get talked about because we're afraid that if we do talk about them in public, that we will be seen as bad parents. That for me to say that I was driven to the depths of exhaustion and depression by my new son would mean that I am not cut out for parenthood and that I'm a bad mother. And I don't think that's true. And I actually think quite the opposite. I talked with so many people about my desire to have a child and about parenthood before I got into this. And I can count on one hand the negative things that people said. And it's not that I wanted to be scared out of doing it, but I could handle hearing what it was really like. And I think now that I am a parent, I have a need to talk with other people who are willing to be honest about their experience, and to be able to talk about my frustrations and my fears and my resentment sometimes about having to spend so much time being a mother, and to be able to be honest about that without being assumed to be a bad mother, because I don't think that's what that means. So my intention is to be honest about both sides of my experience. The side that thinks my son is the most beautiful creature on the planet, and the side that wondered, at 2 a.m. when he was 4 weeks old, if it was the right decision to have a child. I felt often like I've been starving for real honesty about motherhood, and especially newly inducted mothers. And I really want to hear how other people are feeling, no holds barred, and to give myself another outlet to talk about the whole experience that I'm having as a mother. So that maybe the next time I'm out with Jonah and someone wistfully looks at me and talks about how it all goes by so fast, that I won't be so angry, and that I can smile politely and say something in a reasonable tone of voice about how I can see how that's true, and on this side of things, it doesn't necessarily feel that way.